I'm going to show you a quick tutorial on how to resize images using GIMP. It's quite simple, so I'm just going to open up my GIMP by clicking on it. Okay, the size of the gallery is very specific. The problem with these type of galleries, or any galleries, is that all images are different sizes because they've been taken with different cameras, so it's important to resize them so that the image doesn't automatically zoom up or something funny. So quite simple. Go File, we're going to be doing a new project, so click on New, and over here you'll see there's a width of 640 by 400. So what we're looking for, we're going to change this now. We're going to go 650 width by 450 width. That is the correct size, 450 height for your images. You're going to click on OK button, and then you'll see your canvas size. Usually what happens when you initially open GIMP, these two toolbars aren't here, so I'm just going to close them and show you how to get them. So what you quite simply do is you'll click on this Tools tab at the top here. Once you click on that, you go to New Toolbox. Then you'll see your long skinny one appears. We're going to drag that to the side. Then what we're going to do is we're going to double click on any of these here. I'm just going to use this one here. And it's going to open the second box. But what we also want is we want what's called Layers tab. So we're going to click on this little side arrow over here. And Add tab. And we're going to click on Layers. So we've got two layers. At the moment, all we've got is a background. You can, if you want, just put these so you can see both of them. So I'll put that one over there, and this one slips to the side. Okay, now to resize your image is quite easy. Go on the File button, and you're going to click on the Open as Layers. Once you do that, you click on Open as Layers. You need to find a image. So for instance, I'm just going to open up quite a wide image. I'll show you what happens. Okay, so what you can see now is my image is too wide for the canvas size. So in essence, I need to resize this image. It's very simple. What I always do is I first move the image. So you click on the Move button, you're going to drag and always get the top left corner to match this top left corner, no matter what size the image is. So pull it till it matches the top right corner. Once you've done that, you're going to click on the Resize button over here, and you're going to click the image once. Once it does that, it grabs the image, and now you can see that we're going to be resizing the width and height of this image. Click on this little link button. It must be together, because what it will do then is automatically reduce your image proportionately. So click the link button, and now we can see our width is too big. It's 976. It should be 650. So I'm going to click over there, I'm going to backspace those, and I'm going to go 650, and then hit the Enter key, and you'll see that it resizes. Once it's resized, I'm going to hit the Scale key. So now we've rescaled our image. Now again, I'm going to click on the Move button, and I'm going to center this image on the canvas. So click on the image. Now I can use my down keys and my side keys. And go down till there's equal amounts of white space on the top and bottom. And over here you can see it's not quite, it's overlapping slightly to the right, so I'm just going to go left once till it lines up. So now it's perfectly in line. So now I've got top and bottom exactly the same, and you can see there's my two different layers. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to save this image. So quite simply how I do that is I go to File. You don't click the Save button, you're going to click the Export button over there. So I'll click Export. At the moment it's untitled.png. I don't want to save it as a PNG image, I want to save it as a JPEG. So I'm going to highlight everything, and I call it, let's call it leather dot JPEG. Just dot JPG. Okay, once I've typed that in, I'm going to click on the Export key. And now it's going to ask me what quality do I want. Always 100% on your images. And then you're going to click on Export. Once I've done that, my image is now saved and it's the right size. Okay, so now say for instance I want to do another one. Very simply, you go onto this layer that you've just created, you're going to right click on it and delete layer. So you'll see we're back to our canvas, original canvas size. Then we're going to go File, Open as Layers again, I'm going to find a long one now. There we go. So on this image you can see now the height is incorrect. The width is fine, but the height is incorrect. So again, what I'm going to do, as I said last time, I'm going to move my image so that it comes down to the top right, like that. Then click the resize key, hit the image, and now I'm changing my height to the correct height. So I'm going to backspace the height, noting that my link is still there. It's together. I'm going to change my height to 450. And hit the enter key again and scale. Once I've scaled this image, again I'm going to move it, so I can click on it, so I can either drag it like that with my mouse, or I use my arrow keys. When I'm doing the fine tuning, so again we want white, equal amounts of white space on both sides. Click on the image, a little bit to the left, that looks about right, and I'm going to go up. It's too much, and down one. There we go, so there we go. Now that it's scaled, again we're going to go File, Export, and there we're going to change it now to Letter 2. You must change the name, otherwise we'll overwrite the other file. Export, automatically it'll be 100%, and now we export it. So now we've got Letter 1 and Letter 2. So you just repeat the process again. We're clicking on the image, right click, delete layer, File, open as layers, select an image and drag it to the corner of your canvas, resize, links are correct, change to the correct width, 650, enter, key, scale, movement button, get it to the right, equal white space on top and bottom, file, export, change name to the next available, export, 100% export, and so you continue through all your photos till all of them are properly resized. Once we've done that, I'll just quickly show you what they look like. If I go into my images folder, I'll show you what they are looking like. You just see we're actually saving these files. Find my document, so let me find that image. We go into my documents. Here's my leather. If I open it, you'll see there's a bit of white space on the top and the bottom. So when this goes in the gallery on the website, it'll be perfectly sized. Otherwise, if you didn't resize it to that size, it would have zoomed up and probably cut this image off, sort of like in those areas. So it's so important to get the right sizing. Other than that, that's how you resize using GIMP. If you have any other questions, please feel free to give me a shout.